Amol and Sweta, who share their journey as an investor.
The hurdle was to find a property close enough to her work. At the same time, we also found it was much difficult, especially early 2021, with all the overbidding and over asking pricing. So we were with another realtor until we actually switched to Mr. Tucker. The process after that became very smooth.
Hi, I am Nehal Thakur, and today I want to introduce my clients Amol and Sweta, who share their journey as an investor. So let's hear from them. Welcome Amol and welcome Sweta.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And just wanted to know how was your journey as an investor? You bought the property, and what was the experience?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say our journey started looking at properties in 2001. My wife actually got a job in Waterloo, and one of the things we were looking for is to keep our current house in Toronto, but at the same time look for a house that we can move into temporarily and later make it as a investment property in the future. It was before we went to Mr. Nehal Tucker. One of the biggest thing we found the hurdle was to find a property close enough to her work. At the same time, we also found it was much difficult, especially early 2021, with all the overbidding and over asking pricing. It was actually very difficult. So we were with another realtor until we actually switched to Mr. Tucker. The process after that became very smooth. So I'm going to pass it on to my wife
Yeah.
in terms of her journey, in terms of her driving for 8 months to Waterloo from here, and how we actually ended up getting the house.
Yeah.
I know, Sweta, I remember when we met first time when you were talking, like even the peak winter, you were driving to Waterloo.
So true. And I'm glad that you mentioned about how we switched to you, and it was really important for us during that time. And what we found that Mr. Neil Tucker was really compassionate and took time to understand what our needs are, and understanding like being a mom, having two young kids at home, you took time to understand what is our requirement for investment, but at the same time how it can be emotionally driving us crazy during that time where we wanted to invest and we couldn't find the property in the time frame. So I am actually very thankful because it was a new job for me, and taking care of kids and managing everything. So you made it very seamless, and now I look back and I feel like I don't know how this happened in a blink.
Yeah.
That everything, all the pieces fell into their places. And I really appreciate all the work that you put into it, because we didn't even know like how hard it is to contact people, organize, match our schedule and match their schedule. But you made it so seamless for us and our family by just being that listener and understanding at the same time.
Yeah, and one thing I will add actually to her is from the time we hired you till the time we actually found the property was probably the shortest time to be able to kind of understand what we wanted and what we actually ended up getting. And it was absolutely amazing. So
Yeah.
And I remember, I think so, it was a COVID time, and like you
It
put
was.
a couple of offers, and prices like going rise crazy.
yeah,
Yeah, like it was going around like approximately 100,000 over asking.
exactly. Yeah,
And
most of them.
and we wanted our dream house, but also it was our investment property because that is what we wanted to get out of it.
Yeah.
But you were very honest and transparent in your suggestions, like where we should invest. And now we feel so happy and satisfied with
Especially with the house that we ended up getting in Cambridge, Waterloo area, was I think perfect distance to everything. Because for us, of course, we wanted to make sure it's close to schools, close to grocery stores, close to highway. You basically ticked all the boxes that we were asking, especially in a situation where we were not able to, offer over 100,000 to a house. So yeah, no, definitely that was a very good experience. And on top of that, one thing I do want to add is you kept us informed throughout the whole time,
Yes.
every step of the way, which is usually if you're making such a big purchase, you have to understand that it is not like a one and done kind of situation. There are small nuances, small things that are changing all the time.
Yeah.
But the most important part was you kept us informed, and
Yeah.
that gives us that assurance that we are on the right path.
Thank you for kind words. And also, I noticed like once you move there, you have a property in this Toronto.
Yeah.
And I think so, Sweta, your job also changed.
Yes.
And then, like, how's that journey?
Well, it was interesting because by the time we found the house, and I think you came a little bit later, and that's why we found the house. But we just settled in, and then my job transfer again came back to Toronto. And thanks again to your suggestion, because we were so desperate to sell their house, and you did a wonderful job. You took like beautiful videos, and with your cameras, you bring so much of technology, because that's what people wanted for investing into property, right? And you showed us that this could be, but at the same time you said like we should wait and not to sell,
Yes, that was
right?
very
And
key
I
thing.
can't be more than thankful enough, because the way the things are moving right now in the world, buying the property is getting difficult,
Very
right?
difficult, yeah.
And now it was so easy for us that because we trusted your opinion, as we already built that trust and we feel like a family now, that we kept the house based on your suggestion, and after 3 months I had to move back and we had a house.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And also, like, we lease the property for the rental.
Rental as well.
And I think so, how's that going?
Fantastic. The first rental, it's already been a year with our first renter. They moved on to buy another house, and then we also had the second renters. And you actually helped us with both of them. The first renters were in our house in within like I would say 5 days when we listed to the time they accepted the offer. And then the second tenants, the same thing. It was about 5 to 10 days. But we didn't have a gap. Most important thing
Yeah.
is from
That is
one
important,
renter
yes.
to another renter. And I do want to add is the thorough background check, which was extremely important for us, especially with making sure the tenants that we keep are keeping the place as neat and clean as we would normally would. And when the first tenants did leave, it was sparkling clean. It was exactly what we were hoping for. With the second tenants, again, we are also excited to see what the next year holds. And the whole transaction from the time we put it on the market again for the second tenants to the time it got picked up, it was very easy going. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate
And
that
I think
as well.
all the times, no matter where we were, whether we were in Waterloo for a couple of months or in Toronto, our properties were always making money.
Yes.
You managed to find the right people for the right place,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
no matter what, we were always making money. When we were in Waterloo, our investment property was our Toronto house, and we had the tenants, and it was such a smooth process. And the best thing was you did a background check, and I used to hear that a lot. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, no, we need to make sure we need to do the background check, we find the right people, so it's good for them and good for you as well. I think that was
Thorough check was important for us.
really good.
And that's what like we do that. That was like our number one priority.
Yeah.
So give up that satisfaction.
Yeah,
And that's what we believe. And wish you all the best for your new investment.
Thank you so
Thank you.
And just remember, I am just one call away. If
Absolutely.
any advice or any suggestion.
Yeah, sure.
And also feel free to contact me, Nehal Thakur, real estate broker, Remax Metropolis. You can contact me 647-505-4861.